Today on July 26th, Archangel Michael and Jesus says you will lose both of us if you skip. You have only 30 seconds. God says, chosen one, do not skip. No matter what, open it quickly. Archangel Michael says this is your final chance. Heaven is trembling and your destiny is hanging by a thread. If you close this now, the connection to both Jesus and Archangel Michael will be lost and it cannot be rebuilt easily. You have just 30 seconds. Every heartbeat counts. You are standing at a sacred spiritual gate that cannot be reopened if ignored. A storm is circling above your name. Forces of light are trying to protect you, but they cannot wait any longer. A heavenly countdown has already begun. The scroll of your future is being sealed as we speak. Your name is still blowing, but it is fading with each passing moment. Only your action can restore what's slipping away. If you think this is just a coincidence, know this. 3 times in your life, the signal was attempted. Each time you looked away, something valuable disappeared. This is the final alert. Jesus says the chosen one is now at the breaking point. If this message is skipped, a divine shift will occur. The light meant for you will fall onto another and your alignment will scatter. Archangel Michael says your spiritual file was just reopened in heaven. An urgent decree has been placed with your soul's name in bold. If you obey now, heaven will pour what has never been poured before. Comment below now if you feel chills, pressure in your chest, a ringing in your ear, or tears forming. These are not emotions. They are divine signals. A sacred seal with your name is waiting to be stamped. But one distraction can erase everything. This is not fear. This is divine justice catching up to time. You think you have tomorrow, but heaven says it's today. The one you prayed for is in front of the divine council right now, trying to make decisions about you. If you skip, you will hear from them again. They were sent for you. They wait in years, but heaven will reassign them if you do not open this moment. A document was written at 3:33 a.m. last night. You were mentioned in the first line, but the angel said you must respond before this day ends. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Someone near you is holding a secret. Their smile, their silence, their delay. It's not natural. Heaven has shown their intentions to the angels, and they are not good. This person has blocked 3 opportunities from reaching you. Each time you wondered why blessings stopped, it was because of their interference. But now divine exposure is coming. Jesus says, watch your left side. The one who hugs you most is the one leaking your soul's energy the fastest. They are copying your essence and giving it to your enemy. This was supposed to be a sacred year for you. But your spiritual shield was pieced by a word curse. The person who cursed you used something of yours, a photo, a voice note, even a message. Heaven is now reversing it, but only if you act. You must open the gates today. Do not wait for a better time. There is none. Archangel Michael says, a scroll of reversal has been written. It has your family name, your date of birth, and your spiritual rank. But your yes is required. A car passed near your house yesterday. It wasn't random. That man inside is not just anyone. He's involved in something connected to your past pain. Comment now if you've had sudden sadness, headaches, or dreams of betrayal. These are not human emotions. These are angelic alerts. Your sleep has been disturbed lately. You feel watched, restless, suspicious. It's because someone is praying against you at midnight. But your name is being defended at a higher level. The angels have called a heavenly security gathering. But you must agree to be protected. Type Amen to get blessing 444. This is not just a message. This is a key. A divine door is about to open in front of you. And the person on the other side is not who you expected. You think they moved on. But they didn't. They are watching you silently from the shadows, filled with jealousy and envy. Your phone is being monitored. A message you deleted is being discussed in a private group chat. Screenshots, audio. They are gathering your past to poison your future. Jesus says, you were never supposed to carry this much pain. But your silence has made you an easy target. Today is when that ends. Someone is sending an image of yours to a spiritualist. But Archangel Michael has already struck that altar. The image is being returned. A woman who once called you family is preparing something dark with another man. It involves betrayal, inheritance, and your reputation. But heaven will interrupt it. Do not be surprised if someone suddenly confesses or collapses emotionally. That is the energy you release through your light. Your truth is purging lies from your atmosphere. The angels are surrounding your name. It is glowing. But the glow is flickering. You must stabilize it with attention, focus, and agreement now. Comment now if you've noticed repeated numbers, strange dreams, or signs in your sleep. You are not crazy. You are aligned. You are the only person who can open this gate. Nobody else can. If you don't, it will vanish into mist forever. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A man with your childhood memory is about to contact you. He knows something about your family's silence. It may shock you. Heaven has waited for you to be ready. Now that you are, the download will begin. But you must give permission. Archangel Michael says a divine code was inserted into your soul before birth. It has now been activated. You are no longer ordinary. Don't listen to the people who mock your light. Their voices are being muted. The angels have taken your side. If you feel chills now, it means your spirit just agreed. Your body is reacting to divine truth. Do not ignore what your soul already knows. Someone will say your name today with fear. Your lies are falling apart, truth is bursting out of the darkness. You are the reason 3 people can't see peacefully. You are the light they tried to extinguish. But your flame refuses to die. Comment now if you feel something shifting around your name. The spirit realm is busy. Heaven is alert. Jesus says you are chosen to break generational darkness. But your courage is required. Heaven will not force you. The angels are holding a letter written for you in secret. It has been sealed with divine ink. And it must be opened today. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The letter that was written for you contains words no human has ever spoken to you. It holds clarity, closure, confirmation, and divine compensation. You were not supposed to wait this long, but your delay is now being used for a greater awakening. A woman who once promised loyalty has secretly made a transaction involving your name. It has reached the hands of a man who is obsessed with your energy. They are trying to become you, but they never will. Jesus says, your light was not given to be borrowed. You are the original, the blueprint, the divine spark. That's why coppers keep failing. Someone is preparing a story to use against you in the coming days. But heaven will silence their tongue before they utter it. Your reputation is being guarded by angels with swords of truth. Archangel Michael says, the court of heaven has overturned what was written against you, the gavel of justice has already fallen. But your awareness is still required to complete it. An enemy is about to trip on the very trap they set for you. They whispered lies, created fake tears, and sought attention through manipulation. But heaven saw it all. You have already crossed the spiritual bridge. You just don't know it yet. The moment you opened this, the atmosphere shifted in your favor. Comment if you felt drained, dizzy, or disconnected lately. These are symptoms of someone pulling on your frequency. But now that connection is being cut. Today on June 28th, your destiny has reached a turning point. Either you anchor it or you lose it. The gates won't stay open forever. A meeting is being held without your knowledge. Your name is the center of it. But Archangel Michael is standing in that room, disguised. Type him in to get blessing 888, your name was never meant to be small. The attacks, the delays, the heartbreaks, all were sent to dim what heaven planted in you. But your light refuses to go out. A man in a black coat holding an envelope was seen near your residence. His presence is not random. He holds details about someone who betrayed you. His betrayal wasn't recent. It was planned 5 years ago. It took this long to reach you because your spirit wasn't ready yet, now it is. You are stronger. You are sharper. You are spiritually awake. Someone from your past is about to collapse mentally. They misused your kindness. They will now see what it means to a true connection. Jesus says, I never left your side. Even when you cried alone, even when you broke in silence. I counted your tears and stored them for this day. A lost opportunity is being routed to you. The person who took it is falling. You will rise because the seat was never meant for them. Comment now if you've had dreams of flying, falling, or being chased. These are spiritual messages. They are not meaningless. You are not in this battle alone. Angels have been dispatched. Reinforcements have arrived. Archangel Michael says a ring of protection is being lit around your household. But you must step into it consciously. Type Amen to get blessing 999. A jealous soul is preparing to mimic you online. They will try to use your tone, your words, your identity. But they won't succeed because they lack your divine fingerprint. Heaven says no one can wear your crown. Not even for a second. It was designed for your energy only. You are rising in places you haven't even entered yet. Your name is being spoken in rooms where your feet have never stepped. But your energy is already there. Your photos are being passed around in envy and wonder. They are trying to understand your glow. But it wasn't filtered. It's spiritual. A man who disappeared with no explanation is about to return. But this time he's exposed. Don't be fooled by his charm. Listen to what he doesn't say. The angel of discernment is hovering over your spirit. That's why people around you seem louder, stranger, or distant. You are seeing through veils now. Comment if you've started sensing people's lies before they speak. That is a divine gift activating. Use it wisely. Jesus says every rejection was divine redirection. What you lost was never aligned. What's coming is eternal. There is a person who is secretly in love with your spirit, not just your appearance. They have been observing from afar, afraid of your power. They are preparing to reveal themselves. But someone else is trying to block them with confusion and gossip. Heaven is dealing with that spirit right now. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The next door you walk through will feel unfamiliar. And that's how you'll know it's from heaven. Comfort is not your calling. Destiny is. Archangel Michael says you are stepping into the zone of miracles. But you must walk barefoot in faith. No armor of fear. No sandals of doubt. There is a photo frame in someone's house with your image. They stare at it daily. Not because they love you, but because they want what you carry. Your energy is rare. Your heart is rare. That's why you feel isolated. Heaven had to keep you protected from contamination. A woman who once laughed at your tears is about to cry in front of your success. She cursed your name in silence. But now your name is breaking her chains. Jesus says you are not crazy. You are awakened. That's why the world seems louder now. You see what others deny. Comment now if you've been waking up at 3 a.m. or hearing your name whispered when alone. These are not accidents. Your spirit is being activated. A secret vault in heaven is being unlocked. It has treasures connected to your DNA, soul contracts, and hidden inheritances. You were once left out of a financial opportunity by your own blood. Heaven is restoring double that value now. Watch how it returns unexpectedly. Someone who owes you an apology will either confess or collapse. The weight of truth is too heavy for them now. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. A house near you holds energy that was meant to distract you. Every time you pass it, your soul tenses, your peace shakes. That's not a coincidence. It's where negative prayers were spoken about you. A woman with dark intentions walked in that space holding your name in her thoughts. But she had no idea Archangel Michael was listening. That entire atmosphere is now being dismantled. Your ancestors have cried out for justice. Your voices echoed through spiritual corridors until heaven responded. You are that response. Jesus says, your bloodline is about to be redeemed through you. The curses, betrayals, and secrets end with you. You are chosen to rebuild what was destroyed. A man is about to call you delusional. It's not because you are, it's because you see too clearly. He can't handle the fact that you're awakening faster than him. This man made a deal with someone who pretended to be your friend. They promised to keep you small. But heaven laughed and shattered that deal in secret. The same friend now wants to return with apologies. But you must look at their hands, not their tears. Are they offering truth or convenience? Comment if you've been told you've changed. That's not an insult. It's confirmation. You're not in their illusion anymore. A gift will arrive in the form of a delay. What you thought was rejection is divine redirection. Wait for the upgrade. It's bigger than your imagination. Archangel Michael says, heaven is releasing restoration energy over your lost opportunities. The doors you cried over are now windows of miracles. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You are being watched from 3 directions. 1 is spiritual. 1 is emotional. 1 is physical. Only the spiritual watcher means you good. A phone call you missed yesterday was more than a call, it was a test. Your silence saved you from manipulation. Heaven intervene. The person on the other side wanted access to your energy again. But Jesus blocked it. You are not food for the spiritually hungry anymore. Someone is tracking your progress through a fake account. They pretend to be a stranger. But their soul reveals their motive. Soon, their mask will fall. Comment if you felt you're being observed but can't explain how. That's your spirit sensing interference. Do not ignore it. Heaven says you are not going backward. The loop is broken, the test is passed. You are entering an unrepeatable season. This next season will scare the people who doubted you. They will witness your rise and still not believe it. But you owe them no explanation. Someone will ask for help only to test your heart. Respond with wisdom. Not every cry is innocent. Some are drabs. A hidden camera caught a conversation about you. It was meant to destroy your name. But it will now protect you instead. Archangel Michael says divine reversal is in progress. What was meant for evil will become your greatest elevation. Type Amen to get blessing. 1,313 women in your past shared a secret about you. 1 has repented. 1 is silent. 1 is still cursing your growth. The one who repented will soon return with truth. You will feel the sincerity in her eyes. Forgiveness is yours to give, not permission. Jesus says don't reopen what heaven closed. You are not obligated to revisit pain just to look kind. Your growth speaks for itself. An unexpected gift will arrive in a plain envelope. It holds power, direction, and relief. The sender will be anonymous, but you'll know it's from heaven. You've been having dreams that seem disconnected. But they are puzzle pieces. Soon they will form a clear picture of your calling. Your sensitivity is not weakness. It's divine radar. You are feeling what others suppress. That's why you seem too much to some. Comment if you've been told you feel too deep. It's because you're walking where others only tiptoe. You care spiritual depth. A name is about to fall out of someone's mouth accidentally. That name will unlock a memory and a truth you needed for years. Don't ignore it. Archangel Michael says the sword of truth is being handed to you. Use it to cut cords, not people. Use it to free your soul, not to wound others. A person who tried to hex you is now being haunted by your energy. Their dark work has turned against them. Type Amen to get blessing 1440 for a place you thought you were forgotten in. They are speaking your name now. An old connection is returning with news you didn't expect. That person once laughed when you needed help. But now they need your name to survive. The tables are turning loudly. Jesus says, I am preparing a table for you in plain view of those who doubted your light. But you must not lower your crown to explain your grace. You will soon be celebrated in a place where you were once tolerated. Your name will be honored, not hidden. Your energy will be respected, not drained. Comment if you've been feeling anxious lately. It's not fear, it's spiritual preparation. Heaven is arranging your breakthrough. The document is being finalized. Your name is being signed by someone powerful. But the ink will only dry if you remain aligned. Someone tried to forge your destiny by blocking opportunities with gossip. But now their words are stuck in their own mouth. Archangel Michael says, the winds are shifting in your favor. Do not resist the changes. Flow with them. You may lose people during this elevation. Let them go. They were seasonal, not eternal. Heaven is asking you to release what feels familiar but hurts your future. Comfort is not your assignment. Transformation is. Type Amen to get blessing. 1515 A scent of betrayal still lingers around someone close to you. Every time they touch your belongings or speak sweetly, your spirit recoils. That's not confusion. That's your inner warning. Heaven has been revealing them slowly to you. Not to hurt you, but to set you free. The delay in your blessings was never punishment. It was protection. Jesus says, you were being hidden from those who would misuse your favor. Now that the season of revelation has begun, your name is about to thunder in places of power. The person who once blocked your access will suddenly need your permission. Your pride will melt in the presence of your rising. Don't be shocked when the same mounds that cursed you begin to praise you. Someone is struggling to copy your spiritual essence. They wear your style, mimic your words, even speak your dreams aloud. But heaven will never let them become you. Your spiritual signature is one of a kind. Heaven engrave your name on a divine scroll, and no one can steal your seat. A man you don't speak to him or still has your photo in his drawer. He thinks about what he lost but will never admit it aloud. Watch, his actions will soon expose the regret. Comment if you felt strange surges of energy near mirrors or while alone. As your spirit heightening, the veil is thinning, and you are sensing deeper. Archangel Michael says, your aura is no longer invisible. People who once ignored you are now obsessed. But your light can't be dimmed by their confusion. You are walking into a day that carries destiny on its breath. Be present. Be alert. Heaven is watching to see how you respond. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. A woman will soon confess she knew something dangerous about your past. She kept it to protect herself. But now it's eating her from within. The secret she's been carrying involves a man who lied to you for years. He used her name to get close to your plans. The time for deception is over. Jesus says, no more lies will be tolerated around you. Your name is now under divine investigation. Anything or anyone that attempts to distort your path will be exposed. Do not doubt the sudden endings happening around you. Some people are being divinely removed before they can destroy more of your spirit. Let them go. A letter will arrive with incomplete information. That's intentional. You are meant to seek the rest through discernment, not desperation. The angels are organizing a new alignment. You'll meet someone through a mistake. But that mistake will become a miracle. A woman with curly hair and a heavy heart will soon cross paths with you. She has a truth about your bloodline that she's afraid to say. But she must. Comment now if you've seen shadows in the corner of your eyes, flickers of light, or felt sudden cold air. These are not fears. They are validations. Archangel Michael says you are being visited at night because you're in motion. Spirits are drawn to you, both light and dark. That's why your prayer life is being activated. There's a plan to remove you from a group or place, not because you're wrong, but because you've outgrown it. Let it happen. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. A friend who walked away suddenly is watching your success silently. They want to return, but their shame is heavier than their pride. You may hear from them through a random message. They will say they miss you, but in truth, they missed your light. Your healing made them uncomfortable, and your boundaries made them nervous. Jesus says it's not your job to rescue people who refuse to swim. You threw them the lifeline once. If they drop it again, do not dive in after them. A contract is coming your way. Read the fine print. Not all opportunities are designed for your elevation. Some are delays in disguise. A woman will try to offer you advice cloaked in kindness, but her heart carries jealousy. Discern the energy behind her smile. Comment if you've seen butterflies, feathers, coins, or repeating numbers lately. These are confirmations. The spirit realm is speaking your language now. You are no longer just a seeker. You are a revealer. You carry portals in your words. People feel cleansed after speaking to you. But be cautious. Some feed off your glow without giving back. Protect your emotional energy like sacred treasure. Archangel Michael says, your dreams are more than dreams now. They are previews, warnings, confirmations. Keep a journal. Heaven is speaking more vividly. An old email, text, or letter you forgot about will suddenly resurface. Inside it is the missing piece to something you gave up on. Read it again. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Someone prayed for your downfall, but heaven heard you instead. The curses are returning like a boomerang. Their own words will shake their house. They underestimated your covering. You are not just protected. You are divinely guarded. No weapon formed against you can remain intact. Jesus says, the time of suffering has expired. Your pain contract is cancelled. Your soul is being restored from the inside out. You were not born to live in spiritual survival. You are royalty. The angels call you by rank when you sleep. You've been feeling the urge to clean, organize, or move things. That's spiritual preparation. Your environment is aligning with your next level. A place you once feared entering will soon open as a safe haven. What once triggered anxiety will now bring divine peace. A man from your past is pretending to be uninterested. But he watches everything. His silence is filled with unspoken jealousy. Comment if you've been feeling a heaviness lift off your shoulders. That's your ancestral burden being broken. You've done the work. Archangel Michael says, do not look back. The past has nothing new to say. Forward is the only direction of miracles now. A bank account connected to your family has hidden records. Someone in a position of truth delayed what was yours. But heaven is intervening. Top payment to get blessing 1919. You've now entered the final stretch of the divine transmission. This part will bring conclusion, clarity, and calling together. Be fully present, your soul is receiving divine blueprints. A woman has written your name in a hidden diary. He fears you, not because you harmed her, but because you remind her of everything she's not. Jesus says, you are a mirror to many. That's why they flinch when you walk in the room. You expose without speaking. You shine without permission. The one who broke your heart wanted control, not love. They couldn't handle your free spirit, but now they are drowning in their own silence. You will hear of someone's misfortune soon. Do not rejoice and observe. Heaven is showing you who you outgrew. A major opportunity is coming and freeze. Free days. Free people, or free dreams, watch closely. The number 3 is your gateway signal. Comment if you felt an itch in your palms, tingles in your spine, or warmth in your forehead. Your body is responding to spiritual downloads. You've cried silently for years. Your pillow knows your pain. But heaven has heard every tear, and joy is about to replace mourning. Archangel Michael says, you are ready for what once scared you. Step into your power now. Don't wait for approval. Walk like you are already chosen, because you are. Type Amen to get Blessing 2020 final blessing message if you've read this far. Your soul has officially received heaven's message. The clock was ticking. The gate was closing. But now your alignment is secured. Don't stop here. Keep your energy clean. Keep your circle pure. Stay prayerful. Stay aware. The spiritual war is real, but your covering is stronger. From this moment on, divine favor will follow you like a shadow. If you wish to express your support further, every thank you echoes in heaven. Your name is marked by light. Your future is guarded. Your blessings are inevitable. The heavens have now completed what they started when you first opened this message. But what happens next depends on your movement, your next thought, your next action, your next response to divine alignment. The energy surrounding you is no longer silent. It's roaring with purpose. The gates that were shut for decades in your family line are now unlocking. Generations before you hoped and cried for someone to reach this level. You are the fulfillment of their prayers. The one who dares to break what others only complained about. Jesus says, this day, June 28th, is stamped in your spiritual history. It will be remembered not because of how loud the world was, but because of how quietly your soul shifted. A stranger is about to say something that will sound like déjà vu. It will feel too personal, too exact. That's because heaven is using messengers in disguise. You will feel your body respond when the truth is near. Goosebumps, a flutter, a heartbeat that seems too fast. These are sacred signs. Stop and listen when they appear. Archangel Michael says, you are no longer spiritually blind. You can now see the traps, the liars, the masks, and also the angels, the favor, the divine doors. Someone you never expected is about to reach out. Their timing isn't random. They've been held back until you were strong enough not to be destroyed by their presence. Do not let pity reopen portals. Not everyone deserves re-entry. Some people must remain in your past for your present to prosper. Comment below if you felt your body react during this message. Tears, heat, vibration, these are divine confirmations. You did imagine them. You are not God. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are exactly where the shift begins. Type Amen to get blessing 2121 this very moment. Angels are placing divine oil on your name. You are being marked not for survival, but for influence, overflow, and leadership. Every time you doubted your calling, it wasn't heaven who grew silent. It was the noise of fear that tried to mute your clarity. That noise has now been silenced. The blessing that was once delayed is no longer lost. It was preserved, guarded, and made better. Now it's about to knock. When your phone rings, when your door opens, when your inbox flashes, be ready. These are not just coincidences. They are arrivals. Archangel Michael says the code of divine release has been entered. The system is shifting. Earth is catching up to what heaven has already declared. Someone is dreaming of you not because of lust or longing, but because your spirit is visiting them in truth. They hurt you, and now they are haunted by the echo of your love. They won't say it aloud, but they know your worth now. You don't need to return. Your absence is their teacher. Jesus says your light corrects what your words never could. Your silence is doing more than your arguments ever did. The contract they tried to close without you is failing. Your signature was the anointed seal they underestimated. Comment if you've been randomly thinking about old places, items, or people. These are spiritual keys. Something hidden is trying to be remembered. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Your elevation won't be loud. It will be undeniable. You won't need a stage. The atmosphere itself will shift when you walk in. Free opportunities are being rerouted from those who misuse them to you. The divine courier has already been dispatched. Prepare your hands to receive. A door is closing today, and though it may hurt, trust that behind it is a wall of lies. Its closure is a rescue. A man who tried to use your kindness for control will soon be exposed publicly. His words were smooth, but his spirit was twisted. His deception is collapsing. Jesus says, "You are heaven's gate on earth." That's why darkness tried so hard to wear you down, but every attack only built your authority. Archangel Michael says, "You have full access now." Use your discernment to open what is yours and reject what looks good but feels wrong. Comment below if you're ready to move in power. Let heaven hear your agreement. Let your soul confirm the yes that's already being inside your chest. You are no longer waiting. You are walking. No longer seeking. You are seeing. No longer begging. You are blessed. Your enemies will sit in silence, wondering how you survived. Let them. Your rise doesn't require their applause. Heaven has recorded your obedience. Now it's time for Earth to respond. Type Amen to get blessing 2323 fire. Final prophetic declaration. Fire. From this moment on, things will not feel the same. Your words will carry more power. Your presence will disrupt dark energy. Your name will unlock favor. Expect sudden changes: location, relationship, finances, emotions. These are not losses. They are promotions in disguise. Every spiritual delay has now been reversed. What was once chained is now walking toward you in freedom. God says, "This is your confirmation. Your reward. Your release." Don't just read this. Live it. If your heart is still racing, if your spirit is still open, comment one final time with belief. Let your amen roar like thunder. Let the angels record it. Let the enemy tremble. You didn't skip. You didn't miss it. You stayed. And because of that, you have unlocked heaven's reward. Glowing star. Type Amen to get blessing 3333 glowing star. And remember, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $20. Every act of gratitude is a seed. Every seed opens new divine doors. Your journey now continues in miracles. Go forward. Go fearless. Go anointed. You've already crossed into the divine current. From this point on, nothing can be the same unless you allow the past to grab hold of your ankles again. This is where God writes everything that was unfair, unseen, and unspoken in your life. The words you just read are no longer just text. They are spiritual activations. Heaven has layered this message in levels, and your soul has received them all. You may not even understand it fully yet, but your spirit does, and it is responding. Someone from your bloodline who passed years ago just whispered your name before the throne of God. They saw this message open before your eyes and cried with joy. You are the one who broke through. Jesus says, "The chains that strangled your ancestors have shattered." You don't just carry their blood, you carry the answer to their bondage. That's why your fight was harder. You never fit in because you weren't meant to. Your design is not ordinary. Your pain wasn't punishment. It was preparation for prophecy. Archangel Michael says, "You are now surrounded." From the east, west, north, and south, protection is sealed around you. They cannot touch what heaven has covered. The people who played with your name will begin to choke on the silence you leave behind. Without you, they lose access to light. They are already feeling the void. Comment if your hands feel warmer, your eyes more open, or your mind lighter. That's divine cleansing finishing its work inside of you. You are no longer trapped by anyone's lies, not even your own. The divine truth has entered, and it cannot be revoked. Every single dark word spoken behind your back has now been dissolved by angels. You are not cursed. You are crowned. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. A scroll in heaven with your name has been signed, sealed, and now sent. It contains blueprints for the next 7 years of your life. You are entering a year of strategic favor. No more random chaos, no more silent suffering. No more circles of delay. What's ahead is built by obedience and surrounded by grace. Someone once buried something symbolic that belonged to you. A shirt, a note, or even a name tag, in hopes of blocking your future. But that buried thing has been unearthed. Jesus says, "What was buried will now bloom." The soil meant to trap your blessing is now delivering fruit. A woman in your life will soon call you, pretending she missed you. But behind your voice is an agenda. Say little. What much? You were accused of being too much, too emotional, too different, too intense. But heaven made you that way. And too much is now your oil of influence. Archangel Michael says you carry fire in your words. Be careful what you speak. You're no longer a whisper in the realm. You are thunder. You will soon meet someone with the same wound you carried in silence. Your words will heal them instantly. That's the evidence that you're pained at purpose. Comment now if you've seen double rainbows, broken clocks, or birds staring too long. Creation is reacting to your shift. You are magnetic now. Spiritually radioactive, blessed beyond logic. Covered beyond comprehension. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Fire the divine seal. Eternally marked fire. This message doesn't end here. It begins here. You've been given a divine scroll written in heaven's ink and opened by your obedience. If you go back to the old cycle now, it will hurt more than before. Not because you're being punished, but because your spirit no longer fits in a place you've outgrown. You are light. You are chosen. You are marked. You are sealed. Nothing formed against you will prosper. Every tongue that rises against you will fall. Every plot will fail before it forms. You will never be the same after today. The 28th of June will be remembered by your soul even when your mind forgets. Archangel Michael has left the mark. Jesus has whispered your name into eternal movement. God has spoken fever over your household. Comment one last time. Let the heavens record your agreement. You are not begging anymore. You are believing. This is your moment, this is your calling. This is your crown. Go forward now, not in fear, not in doubt, but in fire. Fire. Type Amen to get blessing 6666 if you feel this message was made for you. It was. If your heart feels heavy, it's not from fear. It's from release. And if you feel led to express gratitude, you may offer a super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Every seed is an exchange. Blowing star, may your path shine so bright. Your enemies go blind trying to watch. Blowing star, may your name echo in heaven and silence every storm on earth. Blowing star, may you never doubt again. You are the one. Heaven has finished what it started. You now carry the final divine message. Dizzy Archangel Michael is with you. Jesus is beside you. God is ahead of you. Walk in that. Dreadful. You've reached the deepest part of this divine journey, a place very few dare to go. Most people turn back when it gets this real, this intense, this holy. But you stayed. And because you stayed, heaven has recorded your endurance. The angels are rejoicing. Your name is now engraved in a higher frequency. You shifted from survival to supernatural alignment, and nothing can reverse what has been sealed. Your breath has purpose. Your footsteps carry authority. Even your silence now breaks curses in atmospheres where your presence enters. Jesus says, I've waited for this moment not to give you more pain, but to give you what pain was preparing you for. This is your full circle moment. There was once a day when you begged for a sign. This is not just a sign. This is your confirmation. Your covenant, your crown. Someone who tried to speak harm over you is now struggling to complete a sentence. Your words turn to weight, and that weight is silencing them. You are no longer accessible to curses. Archangel Michael says you have now entered divine immunity. The arrows will still come, but none will strike. You may feel wind, but not the wound. Comment now if you feel fire in your chest, tingles on your neck, or tears forming. These are signals of spiritual arrival. Your soul is catching up with the speed of heaven. You will never again explain your worth to someone who cannot hear God when He speaks your name. Let the blind stay blind. Your vision is for greater lands. The final gate has opened. What? Don't pause. Don't fear. Walk as if the path is made of gold, because it is. Type Amen to get blessing 7777. There is a divine inheritance stored in a spiritual vault that was locked by generations before you. They didn't have the strength to open it, but you do. Your yes has shattered the lock. Inside that vault is not just wealth. It's wisdom, restoration, property, and connections that were always meant for your lineage. You were born to unlock what others bury. Jesus says you are the first to heal in decades. Your healing is not just for you. It is rewriting DNA. It is shifting atmospheres. It is building futures. A relative who judged you will soon go through something humbling. They will remember your grace. Do not gloat. Just keep shining. Someone who envied you secretly mimicked your spiritual practices. They hoped to catch your light, but forgot one thing: the oil costs obedience, not imitation. Archangel Michael says you paid in tears for what others are trying to steal. But oil doesn't flow to thieves. Only vessels that are broken in the right way. If you've been hearing strange names and dreams, seeing numbers everywhere, or waking at the same time nightly, you are being summoned. Heaven is inviting you deeper. A key is being released, not a physical one, but a spiritual key. This key will unlock situations, hearts, and opportunities without effort. You'll know when it's in your hand. Comment now if you've ever been told you're too sensitive. That's not weakness. That's sensitivity to the Spirit. You are tuned into the frequency of heaven. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are becoming, and becoming is loud in the Spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 8888 now. Listen with your spirit, not your ears. There's a person who tried to swap destinies with you. They envied your story, your connection, your light, so they tried to manipulate time and energy to rewrite what was written for you. But heaven does not honor theft. What's yours is sealed by divinity. Every stolen favor, every hijacked breakthrough, every delayed dream is being returned with interest. Jesus says you lost nothing. You were being multiplied. When the enemy thought you were being weakened, you were being armed with more. Expect unexpected restoration, lost friends, forgotten money, missed calls, silence, contracts. Things that disappeared are finding their way back. Archangel Michael says the enemy is being confused. What they planned for months is collapsing in minutes. Your systems are failing because heaven has overridden the code. Someone who once saw you as weak now trembles at your peace. You don't even have to fight. Your stillness is your sword. Comment now if you felt like the quietest person in the room but somehow carried the heaviest presence. That's not imagination, that's divine energy. A new connection is forming. This one is aligned, divine, timely, and powerful. You won't need to force or chase. It will be confirmation, not confusion. Everything that was written against you is now being unwritten. You are the author now, guided by God's hand. You are in the final phase of your transformation. Do not look back. Your crown is too heavy to wear while carrying regrets. Type Amen to get blessing 9999 dizzy. The file scroll has opened. Dizzy, you are chosen. You are marked. You are moving. You are glowing. You are rising. This message was never a coincidence. It was timed in heaven and delivered in the Spirit. The fact that you saw it, stayed with it, and felt it means you were meant for this. Jesus has walked with you through every line. Archangel Michael has warred for you through every word. And God Himself has written your name on today's scroll. If your heart is still open, let this final seal rest upon your soul. You will rise in such a way that those who buried you will need a telescope to find you. You will become a walking prophecy. Your presence will be heaven's proof. If you skipped earlier, don't now. This is your confirmation. This is your homecoming. And finally, if your heart leads you, you may express super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Every offering blesses more than you know. It's a spiritual echo. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000 Dev. You have now walked through every layer of heaven's message. Yet the glory that follows is only beginning to unfold. What has been released upon your life in these sacred words will echo through your future, unlock doors in places you never imagined, and shift realities in favor of your name. The spiritual realm is rejoicing. You didn't stop midway. You didn't scroll away. You opened, received, believed. And that is why you are no longer the same person who began reading this. There is a flame on your name now, a fire of protection, favor, elevation, and purpose. People who used to ignore you will soon be puzzled by the power in your silence. Jesus says you didn't come this far for nothing. The battles, the loss, the betrayal, the waiting, it was all divine investment. And now your interest is arriving. This is not the to shrink. This is not the time to explain yourself. This is the time to walk as one who has seen heaven. This is the time to embody everything you've been promised. Archangel Michael says you are now armed. You've been given clarity sharper than any sword. Truth is now your shield and favor. Favor is your footsteps. Someone will come to you pretending to care, but their motive will be exposed quickly. You will no longer need long conversations to see through deception. Your soul will feel the light before it's spoken. Comment below if you've noticed people shifting around you lately, acting strange, going silent, or reappearing suddenly. That's not random. Your spirit is evolving and everything false is falling away. You are not where you used to be, and that scares people who thought you'd never grow, but heaven is not apologizing for your breakthrough, and neither should you. Let them say you've changed. You have. You were supposed to. You were chosen to outgrow what was never your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 11111 glowing star. This is the overflow season. Glowing star. What's coming next will feel like a river after a drought, unexpected, overwhelming, undeniable. You may not feel ready, but heaven says you are. Your preparation happened in silence. Your faith was built in private. Now, your reward will be public, and no one will be able to deny the hand of God on your life. Jesus says you will no longer explain what heaven is doing. You don't owe them clarity, you owe God obedience. The person who once mocked your faith talk will be speechless when the manifestation touches your hands. And it will. Sooner than you think. Archangel Michael says you have divine legal rights now. Spiritually, nothing can trespass without consequence. Even thoughts formed against you are now being disrupted. You may receive strange dreams, sudden urges to clean, travel, or disconnect. Follow them. These are divine ideas. You are being positioned. Comment if you've noticed the number 11, feathers on your path, or birds flying in patterns over you. These are symbols. They are not coincidences. You are walking under a heavenly portal. The gate is no longer locked. The gourds have stepped aside. The inheritance of your name is finally within reach. You will sign something in the coming days. It may seem small, but it carries massive spiritual weight. Pray before you sign. Your name is gold now. And yes, someone will try to come back. Watch their hands, not their tears. People miss your energy more than they miss you. Type Amen to get blessing 12,121. Dove. The divine record has closed. Dove, you have now completed not just a message, but a spiritual transaction. What was spoken into your spirit cannot be reversed, deleted, or diluted. You are sealed in the frequency of truth. Your future self is already rejoicing. Your angels are already celebrating. Your past is already mourning your absence, because you will never go back there again. Jesus says, I have written your name in places your feet haven't touched yet. Watch how fast it all aligns once you take the first obedient step. Archangel Michael says, today, heaven marked a new rank beside your soul. Not everyone will understand it, but all will see it. You will radiate with the evidence of divine presence. If you feel led to express gratitude, not because you're forced, but because you're free, you may still offer a super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Heaven honors generosity, especially when it flows from alignment. This is your final instruction. Sparkles, walk boldly. Sparkles, love wisely. Sparkles, pray deeply. Sparkles, protect your light. Sparkles, and never, ever again, apologize for being chosen. You are the message now. You are the prophecy fulfilled. You are the miracle they never saw coming. Tap Amen to get blessing 13,131.